And the tip goes to the runners. And C.J. Hardy bringing it across the timeline. Man-to-man defense by the Vandals. Hardy pulls up, 15-footer, got it. C.J. Hardy with an early 2.
Perfect.
This Idaho team, watching them play Cal Poly, they will get 2 feet in the paint, attack with bad intentions, and then the real deal is get in the paint and kick it out to the three-point line. This team loves to shoot from the three-point line, and there's one of them. In and out. A shot attempt by Blassingame. Good defense by the runners as well. Back over to Hardy. 15 on the shot clock. Jessamy close to a travel. It's in the short corner, picked up his dribble. Now there's 6 on the shot clock.
Good move.
Jaden Alexander. Short range misses and Rowbury comes down with the rebound.
Boy, I see him use the glass on that. Just put it off the glass, it's in.
There's Colton Mitchell, who had a big game against Cal Poly, missing the runner there.
Greg Mitchell's today was named Big Sky Player of the Week.
Rightly so. What do you have, 31 against Cal Poly?
31, and
A.J. George a fadeaway from the short corner. 31 against Cal Poly?
31, and
A.J. George a fadeaway from the short corner, comes up short. And here come the Vandals.
This is Mitchell down the far side. If you're not careful, you can mistake him walking in the gym as an employee here.
And again, through traffic, Mitchell scores.
We're
tied at 2.
You know, sometimes you hear Big Sky Player of the Week, sort of 31. You're looking for a 6'9" power forward. Nope.
Showing some zone now, the Vandals are. Runners trying to decipher it. Shot clock's at 8. 3 ball right there off the mark by Hardy.
Rebound. Big time rebound.
Runners trying to decipher it. Shot clock's at 8. 3 ball right there off the mark by Brody.
Rebound. Big time rebound. These Vandals, though, 8-4 as they're getting ready for Big Sky Conference.
And now we're going to get a foul on Jessamy on the inbound. Set an illegal pick on that inbound, and it's going to go over to the Vandals. Mitchell bringing it across against Hardy. How much does this team like shooting the 3? They made 308 of them last year. Made 308.
I mean, they take.
I'd have to double check on that number.
Isn't that my job? Sorry. Yeah. I'm watching these guys play,
inside, man. Nice defense, nice help defense with Rowbury's there.
I'm watching these guys play,
inside, man. Nice defense, nice help defense with Rowbury's there. With Rowbury's there for the follow on the weak side. The Vandals are up 4-2. A.J. George, corner, misses. Rebound comes down to the Vandals. Hardy looking at a call from head coach Mike Scott. And then A.J. George in all sorts of traffic. Like Price into the game, he's been a threat, 3-point range for the runners. There's Mitchell off the screen. Misses off the front iron. Rebound comes down to Jeanette. There's Mitchell off the screen. Misses off the front iron. Rebound comes down to Janesta. And here come the runners.
Yeah, there you go.
C.J. Hardy just blows by everyone. To the rim. We're tied at 4. That's the speed of C.J. Hardy. When he gets a head start, he is tough to keep up with.
Big guy battle here.
Rowbury working against Janesta. He got the shot off. Janesta is really quick at getting up there, but not that quick.
Brody out of Meridian, Idaho, comes to the Vandals out of southeastern Louisiana.
Again, that matchup zone, ball into the corner.
Nice pass.
Skip pass over to Jaden Alexander. He's got the three.
What a look. What a beautiful look. Careful.
Nico Johnson coming straight at, no numbers. He pulls it back out. He's trying to work down on Jaden Alexander.
Yeah, but Geneste is waiting for him.
Now we're going to get a foul call on Alexander.
Man.
Idaho team, which does not have a lot of size, to be honest.
Also, Greg, Seth Joba just checked in along with
Isaiah
Brickner. Right.
Yes, Brickner. Yes, thank you. That's Johnson inside. No goaltending there. The block by Geneste. Yes, thank you. That's Johnson inside. No goaltending there. The block by Geneste. That was very close to a goaltend. And we told you about Pierre's blocking ability. Inside Geneste, misses that one. He's going to try to put it back up, and he's going to be fouled going back up. And we told you about Pierre's blocking ability. Inside Geneste, misses that one. He's going to try to put it back up, and he's going to be fouled going back up.
Down in the key, as you mentioned a couple of times, really quick bounce, super long already. Here, no matter what style of offense they have, they're all very much aware of this young man in the key.
And he makes the second. So the runner's up by 2. He'll come out, and we're going to see Ron Jessamy back into the game. Runners with full court pressure. Testing out the Vandals.
Boy, this is shaping up to be a really good basketball game. Two really well-balanced teams here.
And again, this is a runners team that's going to rely on able bodies when you consider leading scorer Dalen Smith is out. Tom Mark, a terrific rebounder and defender, is out. And Caleb McCarty's been out for a while. And they're hoping he will be back soon as well on that front line. Shot clock's at 6.
Oh, good move.
Nice move there, and then nice bucket.
What a bucket.
Boy, with the shot clock winding down, Rasmussen scores. We are tied at 8. Hardy step back, looked at a 3. Instead, it's going to be Jaden Alexander. He misses off the iron. Rebound comes 8. Hardy step back, looked at a 3. Instead, it's going to be Jaden Alexander. He misses off the iron. Rebound comes down to the Vandals. And Blasingame gives it up and gets it back.
Well, you got to be careful with this kid right here with the ball. Rasmussen, a true freshman, made that big move last time. Look at this guy.
Working on Jessamy. And now we're going to get a reach on Price.
Jersey 12, everybody. Jersey 12.
And that's the Blasingame, who goes up a little out of control. Didn't get a foul call.
They
move it around, and they get it. Wide open 3 there.
Wow.
Rasmussen doesn't fall. Get a foul call.
They
move it around, and they get it. Wide open 3 there.
Wow.
Rasmussen doesn't fall. It's going to be Vandal ball, 20 on the shot clock.
Look at this matchup right here, Greg. Look at this matchup.
And again, they like to get it in the paint, and then the three-point man relocates. And there's Mitchell with a long 3. That's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Jessamy. And there's Mitchell with a long 3. That's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Jessamy, and here come the runners. Hardy. Oh, he's shaking and baking the defenders, but didn't put up a shot. Instead, it's Price from about 5 feet, but it goes 7. And the rebound on the weak side. Oh, he's shaking and baking the defenders, but didn't put up a shot. Instead, it's Price from about 5 feet, but it goes 7. And the rebound on the weak side, A.J. George puts it back in. We're going to see Nico Johnson check back into the game.
With Rowbury.
And Rowbury. Runners by 2, 13-20 to play. Almost 13-20. Again, a lot of guys on the perimeter. 3 ball. Misses everything. That ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay
It up at the elbow and stayed at the elbow, not moving. Let's see if he takes a shot.
Bro, they're offering Three-point shot to Rowbury.
Watch, nice defense
That
there.
was almost turned over. Rolls right to Rowbury, who has to shoot a three. Misses, and Jessamy comes down. Point shot to Rowbury.
Watch, nice defense
That
there.
was almost turned over. Rolls right to Rowbury, who has to shoot a three. Misses, and Jessamy comes down. Shot clock was about to expire. Didn't have a choice but have their big man shoot a three. Price, awkward shot. That looked awkward off the way he left his feet. But he knocks down a three, and the runners are up by 5.
Bucket.
Going to see our first look at Miles Clapper coming in a moment.
And notice the officials are not going for the head fakes on the fouls or around the perimeter, letting them play. Bentley Waller's a good substitution. Long, lanky, strong.
There's Pico Johnson off mark there. Their trademark 3 game has not connected much yet.
And great,
George,
the runners.
meanwhile, driving, gives it up inside. That's Jessamy. In and out. Rebound comes down to the Vandals. George, meanwhile, driving, gives it up inside. That's Jessamy. In and out. Rebound comes down to the Vandals. And here they come. Point blank range, just didn't get the roll.
And runners are getting the defensive rebound, which is good.
And the drive to the hoop is off the
Look at
mark by
that.
Brickner. The rebound comes down to Jessamy, who's collecting the boards.
Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. A rugged game here, Gregory. Rugged game. I love this. Almost at the halfway point of the first half. 3 fouls
Jessamy
only.
working on Rowbury. Tied up down low. I don't know if we're going to get a jump or not.
Already for the Roadrunners. That's impressive.
So it was a tie-up before the last whistle. So now the inbound to the runners. Jessamy, somehow, some way, I don't know what was going on there, but ball goes around to Hardy, far side. That's off the far rim. Rebound comes down to Jessamy.
Look at this.
He goes up and misses. The rebound comes down to Rowbury. I don't know what was going on there, but ball goes around to Hardy, far side. That's off the far rim. Rebound comes down to Jessamy.
Look at this.
He goes up and misses. The rebound comes down to Rowbury.
Goodness, the hard work.
Ron is really working the glass, though.
Man, oh man, that's a couple of point-blank misses for the Roadrunners.
So here's Johnson working on Kadar Waller, who's into the game.
Yikes.
In and out at the top of the key by Seth Joba. Rebound comes down to the runners. Another defensive board. No second possession, which has been a big problem for the runners in certain games. Second chance points.
Right.
Hardy out the top, tries another 3, misses everything. Well, he got the backboard. Hardy out the top, tries another 3, misses everything. Well, he got the backboard. Miles Clapper with the ball, gives it up to Rowbury. A blasting game over to Johnson. Johnson had a big offensive game against Cal Poly as well. Rowbury, left hand. And that one rolls off. The rebound comes down to Geneste. So again, a one and done for the Vandals.
It's important. Very important. Yeah, good shot.
Tries a 3. That's short. And the runners, much like the Vandals, getting one look, and that's about it.
Yeah, but you have to take that if you're Jessamy. If they're going to back that far off you, got to test the waters, see what it's all about. If you can put it down, then they're going to come up on you and make a move. Geneste,
game.
Look at Geneste just waiting, though.
He launches a 3. That one misses it. The rim gets a piece of the backboard.
Craig, last time, before I walked in here, it was 72 degrees. It was warm outside. What's happening with these shots?
We have dipped under the 10-minute mark. It's just 13-8 at this point in time. Jessamy in the short corner. He'll take that one if he gets the opportunity. Gives it to Waller. Waller double figures in his last game. Jessamy again working on a tough pass into the paint. That's going to be a turnover. Just a double figures in his last game. Jessamy again working on a tough pass into the paint. That's going to be a turnover. Just a tough pass, low percentage pass, really. Clapper's going into the rim, tries a wild shot with the left hand. That doesn't fall. Rebound knocked around. Rowbury comes up with it. He's got flying elbows there. We got something going on. Pass, really. Clapper's going into the rim, tries a wild shot with the left hand. That doesn't fall. Rebound knocked around. Rowbury comes up with it. He's got flying elbows there. We got something going on. Point game last time out. First double figures mark for him in his young career with the Runners.
Well, he came in a few minutes ago, and I was saying what a great matchup that's going to be for whoever he guards, because he's long and tall and so aggressive. It's a good matchup.
Runners being as physical as possible. And again, the referees, as you mentioned, Dancer, let them play.
Well, Christmas gift. Let them get physical. Oh, here we go.
Rowbury again down low against Geneste.
Trouble.
Got it in the air. And we're good. All right, so here's Rowbury.
Well, Coach Pribble and his staff were saying they didn't get called. So they so they got
I'm
Waller.
not saying they didn't both foul him. I'm
Right.
saying Kadar fouled them first.
Right.
Now the ball's going to go to the Runners on the missed free throw by Rowbury. Some backcourt pressure by the Vandals now.
Only 24 points scored and over a half of a half, but it doesn't feel like there's been any lack of energy, that's for sure.
Be interested to see Waller take a three. He had a very nice game from outside last time out.
Look at
that
that charge
is his
to
game.
the hole.
Instead of floater. And look at Bentley Waller.
He was so ready.
Get into the paint and the floater, and that ends a drought for the Runners. It's now 15-9.
See, look at this matchup. Whoever he's guarding, man, it's going to be tough.
Miles Clapper trying to get into the paint. Goes up, blocked by Geneste. Just out of kick.
There you
Price
go.
comes out.
There you go. He's going to go
Time on the shot clock. Runners doing a good job of crowding that three-point line. Rasmussen gives it up short corner for Rowbury, and he knocks it down.
What a nice bucket.
So Brody Rowbury making the most of that dish from Rasmussen.
Well, if he's going to clear the lane and not be a part of the offensive setup, be ready to hit that 8-footer.
It's a 4-point game. Runners on top. Low scoring affair thus far.
Yeah, but as I said, it doesn't feel like it, Greg. It doesn't feel like it's a stall kind of game. Good pass.
Inside in the paint. Jessamy loses it on the dribble. Rowbury comes up with it, and here we go. The Vandals coming back. Lassen game. Gives it up to Rasmussen. Turned the baseline, but then stepped on the baseline.
8 defensive rebounds, so not a lot of second. It's another reason, not a lot of second looks for either team, bud.
The Vandals have 4 guys in the backcourt on this pressure, and then they pull back. Again, looks very much like a zone, but more of a matchup one, and in fact they are in one. Like Price back into the game. He'll shoot a 3.
Good pass. Oh,
no,
goodness.
Jessamy, his hands, misses that.
Oh, man.
There we go.
That was a free throw look right there.
Bolton Mitchell, quiet first half for him.
Well, they're doing a great job on him.
Absolutely. Rowbury, meanwhile, setting the pick on the handoff, gets the ball back against Geneste. Misses. Rebound coming down. Wild fight for it. Comes out to Mitchell. Setting the pick on the handoff, gets the ball back against Geneste. Misses. Rebound coming down. Wild fight for it. Comes out to Mitchell. Setting the pick on the handoff, gets the ball back against Geneste. Misses. Rebound coming down. Wild fight for it. Comes out to Mitchell.
Reset.
And he gets it back out top. Lassen game, no one on him. Instead, passes it off to Rasmussen. It's in the short corner working. They get re-entry pass right there to Rasmussen. Trying to work on A.J. George. Out top, Mitchell. Got it. And that's your
Have a knockdown, dead-eye shooter waiting for a pass out there.
absolutely every team. Price into traffic, kicks it out. Runners getting sloppy with the passes.
Oh, bonjour, bonsoir, merci.
6:06 to play, 14 on the shot clock. George trying to work on the bigger Rowbury.
Tough.
Puts it off glass and doesn't go. Rebound trying to work on the bigger Rowbury. Puts it off glass and doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Rowbury. He's playing a nice game in the first half.
Halfway down the hoop.
Mitchell, who saw a 3 go down, wants to try another.
See the true freshman, Jackson Rasmussen, take the lead here. Whoa.
The second one's a miss.
Greg, we're tied at 15 with just a little over 5.5 to go.
We played about 15. Zone defense. They get it inside. Boom. Lob to Pierre Geneste. Beautiful look right there. And Pierre throws it down, and the runners back up by 2. They solved that one in a hurry. Rowbury, who does not really even look at the rim from that distance, as you might imagine, but Mitchell does.
That's a moving screen. Wow.
Misses that, and the rebound comes down to C.J. Hardy. Look at the rim from that distance, as you might imagine, but Mitchell does.
That's a moving screen. Wow.
Misses that, and the rebound comes down to C.J. Hardy. Got the ball stripped away.
Wow.
Misses that, and the rebound comes down to C.J. Hardy. Got the ball stripped away from him. I think C.J. wanted a foul there. Another miss from three-point range by the Vandals. And here come the runners.
Boy, how impressed am I with these Roadrunners on the defense and crashing the boards. They are playing some rugged hoop right now.
And the steal on the entry pass. Mitchell comes away with it. You know, on the coast, Cal Poly's wondering, where's this 1 of 11 from three-point range coming when they played us? Passing game into the paint. Goes at Geneste, misses, hits the floor, no foul call. Saved by range coming when they played us. Passing game into the paint. Goes at Geneste, misses, hits the floor, no foul call. Saved by Kennard Waller, and here come the runners. No numbers, but it's Hardy, and he's lightning quick, so you never know. Nico Johnson also with a quiet first half. He had a big game against Cal Poly.
Trying to find A.J. George here. There you go.
There he is, George. Puts it up and in.
Found him.
Runners back up by 4.
Wow.
And there's Colton Mitchell going in at Pierre and putting that one up and in.
Today he was named Big Sky Player of the Week. That's a good timeout. I like that. Player of the year. Taking the ball in. Little zone D here, Greg.
They've jumped in and out of a zone a number of times. You got some very capable three-point shooters out there as well for the runners. Waller gets it inside to his brother, and Bentley from about 8 feet. Turn around, knocks it down. Rises up like Jarkel Joyner. He's really got a lot of lift on his jumper.
That's an understatement. Watch the pick here. Oh, what a move. Oh.
Drive and the block.
So stay in the holiday spirit here. How about this guy right here? Baller. Great baller.
So he makes them both. It's 21-19 runners. 3:26 to play in the first half.
Vandals have 3 guys out there with 0 fouls. So they're going to stay aggressive, I'm sure. They only have 3 team fouls, Greg. 3 team fouls.
Remember when I said in the intro it's not going to be anything like that game 3 years ago, 53-42?
You're right. It's not going to be nearly that high scoring. Hit that.
Waller will try a 3. It's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Rowbury, who's having a nice game on both ends of the floor.
Yep. I think he's a dominant lefty.
Yeah, every move seems to be that. At least he's close to the rim game.
Well, his passes also seem to lead with the left.
But when he shot the 3, though, I thought he shot it right-handed. So
another good block.
Rejected there by Bentley Waller. 5 on the shot clock. When he shot the 3, though, I thought he shot it right-handed. So
another good block.
Rejected there by Bentley Waller. 5 on the shot clock. When he shot the 3, though, I thought he shot it right-handed. So
another good block.
Rejected there by Bentley Waller. 5 on the shot clock. He's got to rise and shoot, and he draws the contact.
Miss. Johnson could have like, dude, I'll catch you later, man. Catch you later.
Makes the second.
They don't give it each other a little dap on the way out. What a game.
So once again, the Vandals back up in their defense. Up top, showing that zone once again. Deep 3 right there. That one's off.
Man,
rebound
good,
comes down to Mitchell. Up, showing that zone once again. Deep 3 right there. That one's off.
Man,
rebound
good,
comes down to Mitchell.
Good looking shot.
Here come the Vandals, down by 1.
Haven't had the lead yet.
Colton Mitchell with 10 points, only player in double figures right now. Almost ran into his own man.
Doc, did you hear him? He said, "What are you doing?"
Almost ran into his own man.
Doc, did you hear him? He said, "What are you doing?"
Misses the mid-ranger.
He's going to the hole here.
Gar Waller, lots of traffic there. Vandals everywhere. Jessamy, 15-footer, misses. Rebound comes down, traffic there. Vandals everywhere. Jessamy, 15-footer, misses. Rebound comes down to Johnson. Here come the Vandals. No numbers. But he's going to work on Waller. Pocket pass inside.
Oh, what a play by CJ. Try to get a timeout call.
Eliminates. Takes the percentage of fouls down.
You're right, but they're so aggressive on offense.
Yes, they are. So the inbound goes to Rowbury. Remember, Geneste don't want him to pick up another foul in the last 90 seconds. You got to call that pick right there. You know it's coming.
Whoa.
Mitchell somehow got it down low, and Seth Jobel on the shot clock is not going to get it off. It's a turnover, so I don't know the Jobel.
Of effort. This is some great stuff in here.
Rasmussen back into the game for the Vandals. AJ George again.
Another one.
The entry into the paint, he lobs it up for Geneste, and he throws it down.
All day long.
Runners up by 3.
All day long, Greg. The Vandals better be careful, because that could start to become a part of the main ingredient of the recipe.
Don't want to foul here if you're the Roadrunners. Nice floater right there, miss. Rebound comes down to Geneste. And the Runners can't hold it for the entire 43 seconds, but the bulk of it if they choose, or they can go 2 for 1 if they hurry.
Geneste would knock out Arnold Schwarzenegger with that elbow. I mean, what a rebound.
10 on the shot clock, 23 on the game clock. Waller the kick.
There was a lob again.
CJ Hardy got it. 4-3. And the Runners up by 6, their largest lead of the half.
No foul here. No foul here. Oh, the crowd wants to push off.
A lot of contact. No foul. Johnson tries a long three. Got it. Vandals basketball. They will inbound.
Jaden Alexander starting with
Runners
3.
by 2. That's interesting.
Starting with 3 fouls.
It is the starting 5 for the Runners. Starting 5 for the Vandals as well. Here's Mitchell. Gets out top. Rowbury's going to try a 3. In and out and back in. And don't you know? Oh, I got to tell you a short story here in a second.
Zone
defense again. We are tied at 26. CJ Hardy tries a 3. That's off the mark. Jessamy gets the foul on Rowbury. And tied at 26. CJ Hardy tries a 3. That's off the mark. Jessamy gets the foul on Rowbury. And
down low. He's got his trunk set.
And you'll also notice his
got his trunk set.
And you'll also notice his three-point shot is right-handed, but most everything he does down low is left-handed.
You're right, Greg.
Oh, almost traveled there by Mitchell. Instead, it's going to be Johnson trying a 3. He knocks it down. Those halftime warm-ups must have worked.
Yeah, we talked about it. First lead of the game for the Vandals.
Vandals up 29-28. Runners trying to solve the zone. They did a very nice job getting to A.J. George in the paint, who lobbed it to Geneste a couple times.
But look how they're just sagging in.
George will try a 3. Off the iron with the rebound to Alexander. But
look how they're just sagging in.
George will try a 3. Off the iron with the rebound to Alexander.
But look how they're just sagging in.
George will try a 3. Off the iron with the rebound to Alexander. Alexander gets it back. Over to Hardy. He launches one. That's good.
2.
So the Runners back up by 1.
Uh-oh. Icardo's getting warmed up.
Runners have to get back to that physicality that says, yeah, you're not going to shoot threes leisurely. And there's Rowbury knocking down another one. They're 3 for 3 in the second half. Looks nothing like the first half. Vandals by 2. This is probably what they saw in Cal Poly.
There's a good look. Oh, man, he traveled.
Got a travel call on Ron Jessamy.
Just shoot that shot, young man. Take that hit.
Mike Price Jr. is going to come into the game. He's going to replace Alexander.
Greg, when coaches put a zone out there, they know, they're aware there are about 3 seams that a shooter's going to find. And if you find one, shoot it.
Blassingame brings it across the timeline. They've been perfect in 3 trips, resulting in 9 points. Rasmussen working on Jessamy. Out top, he's going to get crazy about it.
Why not?
Instead, it's Johnson. Kicks it out to Colton Mitchell. He's got a 3. That one misses. Rebound far side. Instead, it's Johnson. Kicks it out to Colton Mitchell. He's got a 3. That one misses. Rebound far side to Gineste. Here come the runners down by 2.
They're going to stay in it. There you go.
Hardy wide open. Set his feet. Got it. And the runners go back up by 1 after that 3.
These young artists known as shooters, letting everybody know after they make their shots, they've got a signature statement to make. There's a good look again. Oh.
Rowbury hits the 3rd in a row. We got to think about this.
Well, I don't know why he didn't.
Rasmussen trying to work it. Gets it back out to Mitchell. Good hustle by Hardy to get back out there. And the block by Jessamy on the drive by Mitchell to Mitchell. Good hustle by Hardy to get back out there. And the block by Jessamy on the drive by Mitchell. And here come the runners.
Go, baby.
Jessamy in the paint. Loses it for a moment. Now a foul. Duran misses the first. Misses both.
That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts.
Yeah. So the runner lead remains at 1. Mitchell bringing it across against Hardy. And that's going to go, that's off his foot. So then Mitchell bringing it across against Hardy. And that's going to go, that's off his foot. So then instead it's Hardy getting the ball and goes, tries a tough reverse lay-in. And boy, the runners had everything. Then it's Hardy getting the ball and goes, tries a tough reverse lay-in. And boy, the runners had everything going, and then they had nothing. And here comes Pico Johnson the other way, and he is going to be fouled going to the rim.
Boy.
And Johnson makes the first.
Rim rocker, house job on.
Second one is good. So the Vandals back up by 1.
So now you got 2-2-1 at the free throw line.
They back up in their zone, and runners have had good success getting into the paint and then lobbing it to Gineste, who's running the baseline. That's usually been with A.J. George. Right now it's Jessamy, and there he is. There he is. Boy. So that foul's on Ron. I think. I didn't think that was that bad.
6-7.
Don't. Be it down to Mitchell. Kadar Waller can be a pickpocket as well defensively. A floater there by Mitchell, and he got a very, very fortunate bounce if that one went in.
Golly, how does that go down? Well, I guess if that's Colton Mitchell's touch.
And the Vandals up by 3. And again, they drop into the zone.
Yeah, remember, Dalen Smith not playing for the runners.
He would be shooting right there where the ball is.
He'd stretch that defense out for sure.
Absolutely. Instead, it's A.J. George. Yep. Tough one from the short corner.
Stop, took what they gave him. Gave him 10 feet, he took 10 feet.
That's C.J.'s game. He's been guilty sometimes of maybe being a little too aggressive. And the wild left-handed one. Maybe it's not wild.
Impressive. And he's starting to get rolling now, Greg.
14 right now. Rowbury with 13. Price pulls up. In and out. Back in and back out. Tough one. Price pulls up. In and out. Back in and back out. Tough one. Bounces of the game. Vandals with a 3-point lead in the ball. Rowbury, why not? He's done it twice. Misses that one. That's long.
Great job
Rebound
by the
comes
runners.
down to A.J. George as the runner. Vandals with a 3-point lead in the ball. Rowbury, why not? He's done it twice. Misses that one. That's long.
Great job by
Rebound
the
comes
runners.
down to A.J. George as the runners skied for that one.
There you go. Get
Over
after it
to
early.
Price.
Oh.
Back to Waller. Jaden Alexander from the short corner knocks that one down. And it's back to a 1-point Idaho lead. Miles Clapper getting ready to check back in. If I could identify the other Vandals player, I'll tell you who it is. Nico Johnson into the paint, back out. A blasting game. To Rowbury. Bodies with the right hand. Loses the ball going up. To Rowbury. Bodies with the right hand. Loses the ball going up. Here come the runners. Price was going to, it looked like he wanted to go to the rim. He loses it. Price was going to, it looked like he wanted to go to the rim. He loses it. And now it's Nico Johnson behind the back. We got a scrum. Geneste's going to probably ask for a timeout, and he's going to get it. He loses it. And now it's Nico Johnson behind the back. We got a scrum. Geneste's going to probably ask for a timeout, and he's going to get it.
First half, and they're 60% now. Things have changed for the better for them.
Finding their identity. Here come the runners, down by one. Zone defense again. Gerard Waller is wide open for three. He gets the nice pass to A.J. George. Is trying to work Rasmussen, and he does. Oh, it goes in and out. That was easy. A.J. George is trying to work Rasmussen, and he does. Oh, it goes in and out. That was easy, though. A.J.'s body in the freshman. So Clapper loses the ball out of bounds, then shooting only a 15% clip in the first half. So again, the Vandals in that zone defense. Johnson and Rowbury getting ready to come back in. Shot clock's at 15. A.J. George goes right at the glass and gets that one.
Yeah, he was upset. He was upset that he missed the one-footer last possession.
And that's what A.J. does best. He's really good slicing and posting and getting down in the paint. That's his game. So Clapper, who last time lost it out of bounds, almost giving Colton Mitchell nice pass inside to Rasmussen. But then might have gotten away with travel there.
And that one
trying to go up, and Geneste, I think we got a jump ball here. So it will be Roadrunner basketball on the possession. And again, they sort of show a little token pressure in the backcourt, and then they drop back into that zone. Just daring the Roadrunners to shoot threes.
There's one.
There's one right there. C.J. Hardy. He's got it.
He's got 15, Greg.
38. Runners back up by 4. They led by 3 at the half. They trailed by 3 in the second half. Nico Johnson, who's had a quiet game offensively. Now we got a whistle. Away from the ball.
Working that hard, doing all that, blocking all those shots, and he doesn't have a foul yet. That's a smart kid. Smart young man.
Then they get it inside. Nice inbound from the bucket.
Come back in. Might go in for Alexander.
Well, if they keep playing that zone, Bentley Waller's the guy you want there.
You see, here's a little bit different look, though. They've stretched it out of here. And
They have, exactly.
No, now they're in man. Oh, that's a good pass.
Again,
What a look.
using his left hand, puts it on glass.
Greg, that was an excellent pass.
Yeah, and AJ's just, he's terrific down low. He knows how to use his body against the defender's own body. Here's Rowbury, short corner against Geneste. Gets it out top. Blassingame tries a 3. That's long. Rebound comes down. Yeah, Geneste. Gets it out top. Blassingame tries a 3. That's long. Rebound comes down. Yeah, Geneste.
Head almost hit the rim.
He skied for that one.
And I called him a kid last minute.
It's a 4-point runner lead. We're at 11 minutes to play. Tim Wheeler's scratching numbers on his sheet, as most statisticians do.
Boy, try to get that lob and Geneste again. Penetrate kick and throw one up to him.
Jaden Alexander, deep three, misses. Rebound.
Yeah, it's the second. Geneste again. Penetrate kick and throw one up to him.
Jaden Alexander, deep three, misses. Rebound.
Yeah, it's the second.
In overtime. On that night, the Vandals were lighting it up from three-point range.
Hit it.
And A.J. George on the inbound. Geneste gets the rebound, tries to go up, and there's a foul from three-point range.
Hit it.
And A.J. George on the inbound. Geneste gets the rebound, tries to go up, and there's a foul. Alex Pribble's having, a nice conversation with the officials. In fact, on the last... So Pierre misses the first, makes the second. So they said the initial was on Mitchell? Oh, it was on 12. So they got it right.
It's always...
Okay.
It's always been right.
So the call was right, and it was on the right player. And it's a burn timeout by the Vandals.
And the assistant coaches are in trouble because they all told Pribble to do it.
Nico Johnson tries the three. Misses that one, and we got a whistle. It's going to stay there. C.J. Hardy leading the runners with 15. That's going to be another foul. That one's on Mike Price. 5 team fouls on the runners. Another inbound coming in. Rasmussen working down low. Geneste's helping there. Misses. Rowbury with the putback misses. Rasmussen working down low. Geneste's helping there. Misses. Rowbury with the putback misses. Rasmussen working down low. Geneste's helping there. Misses. Rowbury with the putback misses. So Johnson missed there, and then it's just been chaos. Trying to keep up with what's going on. I thought... So Johnson missed there, and then it's just been chaos. Trying to keep up with what's going on. I thought... So Johnson missed there, and then it's just been chaos. Trying to keep up with what's going on. I thought, which is something they did not do very well in the first half.
Boy,
it's a three-point game.
Much needed bucket by Idaho. Much needed.
They're back in their man-to-man.
Yep.
Oh, man. Hardy trying to shot. They're back in their man-to-man.
Yep. Oh, man.
Hardy trying to shot. Rowbury came out on him and blocked it. Here come the Vandals down by 3. Mitchell gives it up to Rowbury. Left hand goes in and scores.
What a play.
It's a one-point game. Nice pocket pass by Colton Mitchell.
Coach Scott understanding that a next dead ball is going to be a timeout, so he's not burning it.
About a minute away from the 8-minute mark. The media timeout. Mike Price Jr. from 3. Wow. Clutch 3 for the runners.
Wow. Uh-oh.
Here's Johnson. He might try to answer. Instead, he pulls it back. Rowbury sets a mean pick. He's a thick guy.
Oh, stolen.
Set the turn. Rowbury sets a mean pick. He's a thick guy.
Oh, stolen.
Set the turnover. Here comes Hardy. He'll go all the way. You know that.
Stripped.
Stripped away. Stripped away. Here comes Johnson. He sees Geneste in front of him and says, yeah, I'll go to plan B.
Well, what value is that for Geneste to run back so hard?
Here comes Rasmussen working on A.J. George, and he gets it. So the freshman getting down low and scoring. A.J. George, what A.J. George does.
A nice few minutes of hoop right here.
48-46, runners by 2. 8. 15
right, and
in
Greg,
the game.
Neither coach wants to burn a timeout right here.
There's George. Nice pass to Geneste, but stolen. There's George. Nice pass to Geneste, but stolen. You know, when you make a big man like that go down low to get the ball, bad things can happen.
There you go.
And Rowbury.
Oh. 38.
And the three-point play by Rowbury. The officials have done a nice job today.
Oh,
They really have.
Top notch.
Most of the time when we're looking back at replays, we're saying they got it right.
Top notch.
And I think they got that one right as well.
The best.
In live action, it didn't look like it. It looked like AJ had his space.
Well, because you got a 6'11", 280-pound dude rolling through the key, that also adds to the optics. How about this?
And Jessamy goes up and under Rowbury right there, and the runners are back up by 1.
When the freight train's 6'11", it looks worse, right?
Yeah. Always does. Rasmussen, impressive as a freshman, especially getting down low.
It's all right.
And that's going to be... So Hardy working at the top. They're now in a man-to-man defense. Jessamy. Jaden Alexander's just waiting to see the three. Jessamy almost lost it, and then he did.
From behind.
Now we're going to get a jump ball. And that one,
guys, I got it.
Then you notice all that sweat, he carries it off. He doesn't just slide it off.
Wow,
that would be counterproductive.
Wow, Greg. There's a move. There's a move.
Jessamy going inside, and he goes around, through, and over Rowbury for the bucket.
With the right hand.
Yeah, that was low percentage, but he got it done. 52-51, runners by 1. Here's Colton Mitchell. He tries a contested three. My goodness. That was his toughest shot of the day, and he nothing but net.
He looked over at his bench and said, and what? And what about it? What about it?
He's got 17. Rowbury was 16 with 18 to lead the way.
That's your answer to what the Cal Poly crowd saw.
Mike Price asking for a pick.
Looking for Jessamy. Looking for Jessamy. No.
Kicks it out. Open for Jaden Alexander. He's got it for 3. Suddenly it's a 3-fest. The runners are doing what Idaho does so well. Get in the paint, kick it out. Mitchell tries another 3. That one's off the back iron. Rebound comes in Geneste, who loses it.
Oh, man.
Sloppy right there. Losing it. Mitchell tries another 3. That one's off the back iron. Rebound comes in Geneste, who loses it.
Oh, man.
Sloppy right there. Losing it. Mitchell tries another 3. That one's off the back iron. Rebound comes in Geneste, who loses it.
Oh, man.
Sloppy right there. Losing the ball. Rasmussen down. The first one's good. And the second one. So Rasmussen had 8 points now.
Third most minutes of any freshman in the country.
You know, their game against Cal Poly went overtime. 45 minutes, right?
Yep.
Rasmussen played 42 of them. They also had a player with 40 minutes and another with 39. As A.J. George and a lot of traffic. Couldn't get a bucket there. So they have 3 players play over 39 minutes against Cal Poly in that 45-minute game. Nico Johnson pulling one out. 15 on the shot clock.
Oh, goodness. Oh, there you go.
And the hands by Mike Price takes it away from Colton Mitchell, who wanted a foul. And he's looking at his arm, trying to sell it a little more. I don't know. We'd have to look at it again. It was right in front of us, but it was so quick. Then Hardy, the step back, and then he dribbles up by, gets the defender in the air, and boy, oh boy. He had the defender in the car wash right there. 57-56. Runners by 1.
Oh, what a nice move.
Nico Johnson went to the rim and then pulled it back out.
Well, that's the power of Geneste.
He pulls one up from about 6 feet, misses. Rebound comes down to Jaden Alexander. He might have gotten poked in the face. He's showing the wear and tear and the facial expression like he got hit. And here's CJ again. Now he's got the big man on him. He wants this.
Yeah, it's a great matchup for CJ. Got to get in there deep. There you go.
Right by him, left-hand glass. 20 points for the game if he makes this one. And he does.
Yeah, you got another point.
Or actually, Price is going to stay there.
Great Isaiah Brickner into the game.
Right. Got to help out on that. Left-handed 3. Good. So Seth Jova hits a huge 3.
Comes into the game and delivers. What you want.
It's not easy coming off the bench and knocking that down.
Lefties do that all the time.
Yeah.
You know that.
Story of my life. Not in the making, just coming off the bench.
Pulling the trigger.
C.J. Hardy almost lost that one.
Careful.
Gets it to Chesney when they traveled.
But we have 2 runners on the floor with 3 fouls.
This is Isaiah Brickner into the game. Came in last dead ball. He's running the offense at the top along with Colton Mitchell. Who has the ball there. Runners showing some matchup zone right there. Jova flashed in the key. He wanted the ball. Shot clock is
Here's your shooter right here. Oh, wow.
And a floater off the iron. Rebound comes down
over the top.
Whistle. That's
what Rowbury right now. You got to get his 5th and get him out. Genesee going to come high, though.
So C.J. Hardy trying to get some separation. Goes right through a defender. Big 3 attempt off the iron. Missed by operation. Goes right through a defender. Big 3 attempt off the iron. Missed by Alexander. C.J. Hardy just has the defense on skates. Skip pass over to Jones. Stolen.
Jaden.
Skip pass over to Jones. Stolen.
Jaden.
And watch Jaden Alexander. That one down. C.J. Hardy, the big defensive play. The finish by Alexander, and it's back to a 3-point lead. Under 3 minutes to play.
It's all right.
We're going to get a foul call on. Not had a big offensive night. Well, he does have 11 points. More than I thought. The early 3 of the second half.
Yeah, he's a force, though. He's a force.
Oh, he had a great game against Cal Poly. And right now it's a 1-point runner's lead. 2:40 to play.
Man-to-man. No question now. That's why I'm saying you got to get Genesee the ball.
Chasing down Hardy. Gets it out top. Price for 3. Off. Rebound. A.J. George tried to grab it.
Yeah, he just lost it. I was talking about the substitutions. All you're going to really see now are offense, defense, or foul out. Somebody fouls out.
2:20 to play. Runners by 1. Mitchell brings it across against Price, who does a nice job cutting them off there. Pocket pass to Rowbury. And he loses it out of bounds.
Big call.
Line under the basket. Runners man-to-man defense. You'll see a lot of picks run off this. And then they'll probably throw it out top, and they do. So Rasmussen working on A.J. George. He's not shy about going to the rim. Shot clock now at 7. Mitchell's going to try to work off a pick and rise up. Misses that shot. Rebound comes down to Jaden Alexander.
Big board.
So the runners up by 1 with the ball. They need a big possession here.
Boy, the crowd in here is just nervous. Energy, you can feel it.
C.J. Hardy again trying to work the defenders. Instead it's Price. Misses. Rebound comes down. Good block out by Rowbury.
With 4 fouls, he's still banging in there, isn't he?
Don't want any silly fouls on either side because it's going to be trip to the foul line. The pass to Rasmussen. Boy, he saved that one and then alert.
With the big guy in there.
Back in against Rasmussen, the bigger Rasmussen, who has the ball. See, shot clock at 12. Like he might have gotten away with moving that pivot foot, but shot clock at 3. Deep 3. Miss. Rebound comes down to Genesee.
Mike Scott might want to call a timeout. We'll see. Or he just might want to play. You might let him go.
Game clock at 57. Shot clock at 20. Here we go.
He's letting him go. He's letting him go.
A bucket here would be huge, obviously.
How about a lob to Genesee off a pick and roll?
Just don't want a foul on the pick. Instead, a 3-point that's a ill-advised shot on that possession.
Not a good possession at all.
That could be costly.
At all.
Not a good possession at all. So we're down to 24 on the game clock. 16 on the shot clock. Rowbury trying to back down Genesee. He goes with the left boot, does it with the right hand, and gets it.
Well, he's going to get picked up by 2 players here. I think they may double him.
And they've actually got 3 guys in the key defensively.
Here we go.
Here we go.
It's a set
10
play.
10 seconds. Here we go.
It's
Game
a set
on the
play.
line.
There you go.
Pass to Jessamy.
Yeah,
And
go!
2.2 to
Don't
play.
foul. Do not foul.
Mitchell
Stay
for the
away
win.
from him.
No good. The runners